Today, we're exploring a big idea that the Quran's revolutionary message has been lost over the centuries.
So let's just jump in with a wild thought. What if the Quran's spirit has been misunderstood for ages?
Professor Bayrakli argues that later interpretations have actually hidden the original text, causing a crisis of meaning.
He says the problem isn't a lack of faith, it's that the core concepts themselves are misunderstood.
You see, the Quran says the religion is complete, but a culture of relying on later scholars took hold.
And here's the key. The very first word revealed was ikra, or read, an intellectual command.
But wait a minute, what was there to read? There wasn't a book yet, and that's the whole point.
The command was to read creation itself, physics, biology, nature, even the human being.
This is why the Cave of Hira is called the University of Muslims. It was a place for deep thought.
And it goes even further. The first verses also command using the pen, making writing a sacred act.
The message was clear: produce new knowledge. But for centuries, imitation was often valued over innovation.
Okay, so besides science, the Quran also kicked off some major social revolutions, starting with women's rights.
Think about it. In a time when having a daughter was seen as shameful, the Quran completely flipped the script.
Mary is seen as the pinnacle of this. Her story is presented as the ultimate proof of female spiritual power.
Another huge revolution was in justice. The Prophet founded a city, Medine, based entirely on applied law.
And get this, even work was reframed. Any honest job done with gratitude is considered an act of worship.
So what does Islam actually mean? Well, its literal root is peace. It's right there in the name.
So the call isn't to blind submission. It's an invitation to enter a state of total peace.
And din, often translated as religion, its root means debt. It's all about accountability.
The Quran even gives a recipe for a loving society, and it only has two main ingredients.
It's framed as a partnership. Human action plus divine grace creates love in society.
Which leaves us with one big question. If the recipe is right there in the text, why hasn't it been built?